Interesting. So she's actually surrendered. I think on the normal difficulty she often doesn't. There's a lot of shit in here, isn't there? Um, and there is. What is that smell? Oh hello, jeez! Don't give me a fucking heart attack like that, dude. Welcome, one and all, to an impulsive experiment. This is the dark realm of unofficial mods. This is actually like my third time um, making not just a SWAT 4 video, but a separate attempt at a SWAT 4 series. If this becomes more than a one-off thing, I should say. Um, SWAT 4 is probably the most I've ever got into what could be called a tactical shooter, as you might guess from the name and all the unfortunate police imagery going on here. This is a police game where you're a bunch of SWAT people and you do SWAT stuff basically. Um, but the main thing that makes it cool is it's all tactical. It's like you have to load out your team and give them orders, and kind of plan how to do entries into rooms and such. It's all very good. The fun thing, it's unfortunate they play a bunch of police in this game, but the cool thing is that theoretically your objective is to kill no one and get everyone alive and everything's fine. Um, but I've actually installed today, for the first time ever, a famous mod called Elite Force, not to be confused with the Star Trek game I've also played on the channel in the past, but Elite Force fixes a bunch of bugs, including fucking modern widescreen resolutions. The only widescreen resolution the game seems to come with is some fucking bizarre one that doesn't get along with my recording software very well. So this is a less jury-rigged solution, hopefully, and a bunch of cut features. So let's just get into it. This is my this is my new career, Officer ACAB. Just that's his name, ACAB. What's nothing strange about that. Anyway, the reason it's got a bunch of penalties on it, by the way, is because I just went into the first mission and deliberately shot everyone. Just during a recording test, I just shot everyone and deliberately failed the mission. So actually, sorry, so I'm going back and forth. You can see all the new shit. This is all new shit. It's got the expansion included. I assume you have to own that for that to work. But this is the GOG version specifically. So if you just buy it off GOG, it's often on sale from my experience. You get all the content and then you just mod it to high heaven as well. So it started me with a new save, which is fine. I never mind playing a bit more SWAT 4. Interestingly though, they've actually, fuck's sake, they've actually moved. I don't know if this was like, if there's some backstory to this, but this is actually originally the second mission, the Fairfax residence, but it's much more famous than the original first mission, and also easier. So it does make sense that it would be the first mission, to be honest. It's much more memorable and much more interesting, and it's easier as a first mission. Basically, there's a serial killer. You can stop and read this if you want. I should probably scroll it down. Basically, there's a suspected serial killer and his mum living in this house. You got 2 points of entry. That's the suspect. And we know his mum is around, and we suspect that one of the victims is in here too. We've got to go in and save him. We're going to go in the back door, so to speak, because if you were going to infiltrate someone's house, why would you go in the front door unless it's like... Well, it does say it's backyard access to the rear door, to be fair, so that does make slightly more sense, but I still feel like the garage is a bit more out of the way, really, But let's get to the new content, because I have actually played this mission, I believe, twice before on this channel. Here is the new content. You can see there's all sorts of shit. There's a like Dark Souls-esque fucking weight system where you can carry up to a huge ton of shit, but it will weigh you down. Because initially my mind was blown, where is it, by the fact that you can carry stuff like a wedge 3-pack, which is just insane to me. But the reason for that is because it weighs more. I did find in the original game it was incredibly stingy with how many wedges you could carry. Unless you just gave all of your team people 2 wedges, you would just never have enough for the later missions. Wedges are incredibly useful. I generally deck my guys out with suppressed guns. There's apparently a whole system where you have to unlock equipment, and I don't really know much about that, but I'm just very rapidly. Can you have a suppressed shotgun? Does that exist? No, that would be illogical, I suppose. Or foul. Oh my god, you can just go in there with a huge fucking like Rambo gun, can you? There you go. You can have all these suppressed guns. That's nice. I'm not going to dwell on this menu. I'm not going to dwell on this menu for very long. I've got a secondary. So interestingly, actually, I did notice I don't have a what do you call it? A taser. So instead, you can just pick a bunch of pistols. I assume I'll have to unlock the taser, but that's interesting. Um, oh, that's so cool. The amount of like different customization you can do is very nice. I thought I'd just play a couple of missions today, and by the time I get bored of that, that'll be good. Oh, it's very loud. Oh, it's very loud. Why is it so loud? Okay. Oh, it's loud. That's okay though. That's okay. I'm gonna cope. So look, it's in widescreen and shit. That's pretty incredible. I've had to jury rig my keyboard a bit because I have a cheap keyboard that's made of rubber, and the main reason I got it is because I was always dropping my old keyboard and it was going clackety clack every time I dropped it. Oh, don't you start with the meme shit already, you in my way shit. Um, I always think of Spoonie when I play this game. Way back in the day, Spoonie played SWAT 4. He did a few Let's Plays, and I've always associated it with him ever since. But look, you can do all sorts of shit. Everyone fall in. These helmets we've got, by the way, apparently give us invincibility to flashbangs, which is already a bit of a meme, the flashbangs, because of how often you get blinded by them. But look, immediately you've got a bunch of options, so they really did address some very common criticisms, like you can now breach and make entry all in one action. I wonder if you can also line up. Hang on. If I go to one of these guys, can I like line up? No. I'll look into it more later, but I would like to be able to queue up orders for each, because you've got two teams, the red and the blue. I'm kind of talking about this game as if you know some basic detail about it, which might be a mistake on my part. But you can, but the default action is no longer breach; it's now try lock, which is that's a good improvement, to be honest. You don't want to accidentally breach a room, surely, do you? By the way, who leaves the garage door unlocked? This seems silly. There's light sticks now, by the way. Assuming you have them on your person, you can use light sticks, which I've never done before, so let's just try it. So, this is a glow stick, okay. That's very cool, though. Mark with light stick. Oh, that's very cool. I don't really get the distinction between those two actions, but it's cool. That's nice. Search and secure. I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. But let's oh, no one's got an Opti wand, but I do. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, out the way then. No one. Can't see anyone. Oh, actually, I noticed another thing. Look, the camera on your wand is just live now. I swear this was never like this before. You can just, that's such a nice little touch. Hello. I'm gonna have to look in the reflections. If we find a mirror in the house, the mirrors in the original version were completely fucked. Search and secure. What did that accomplish? Search and secure. What does that do? Okay. I'm not sure what the difference would be between that and, oh, mirror for contact, mirror for all. Oh, now you've got a fucking mirror. Oh well. I'm gonna have to get used to these controls. I thought that meant that they didn't have the Opti-one, but they actually do. Okay. If it looks clear, uh, open leader and make entry. What does that mean? Open And then I go in. No? I'm not sure what leader means in this context. No? Oh well. Anyway, fall in. Oh, actually, it's in the options menu. They've even added an option for voice control, which if that works even most of the time, that sounds incredible because when you're doing a video like this, you kind of end up just it's helpful to just say what you're doing anyway. So it would be amazing if that works. I should try it for the recording. I'm gonna be honest. So requests. Oh, can they give you stuff? Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Mirror. I don't know why you wouldn't mirror for all, actually. The only thing is, I guess if you know there's suspects in there, it's a ghost town. So what are the options? Mirror for traps. There are traps? Oh no. Okay, open and clear. What I meant to do is, what I meant to do, by the way, was actually, I usually, when I play this level, I put a wedge on the front door, because why not, right? Even little things like they've added, I don't think the original version had a toggle crouch option, you can only hold it down, which in a game where you might be doing multiple things at once is actually deploy wedge. I've turned the crosshair off, by the way, because I'm someone who, especially when you're using a mouse and keyboard, I've played quite a lot of shooters with the crosshairs turned off, because once you get used to it, you really don't even think about it. And this is the sort of game where you have to like stop and think about what you're doing before you open fire anyway. So, uh, and now we're gonna try the breach. We're gonna try the. Hang on, investigate. Oh, for God's sake! How do you request deploy search and secure? Hang on, search and secure. No, they don't seem to like that. Investigate. Oh, pick lock is just on the space. There we go. Pick the lock. So until you want to go loud, you always want to pick locks instead of blasting them because sound is a factor in this game. Let's look at the map, by the way. I love this like hand-drawn map. That's nice. I think I turned the music off. The music is quite nice, but I actually found it distracting. And especially when I wasn't sure what the audio was going to be doing in this recording, I decided to just keep it off. So open and open and clear. So I wonder if once you know that a door is locked or unlocked, I think the little shortcut thing changes. Oh, hello. You've dropped a glow stick. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but thank you. I'm genuinely not sure what that accomplishes, but thank you. Oh, I have to know. There was a really annoying bug in the original version where if you told your crew to do something through the headset, they often wouldn't tell you. Investigate mirror. Oh, but because he's so close by, the bug might not. So my theory was, if you told your team through the camera to mirror a door, they wouldn't. They would often. They would often not. They would often not tell you if they saw something with the mirror. And my theory about this is, by the way, could you wedge that door for me? Thank you. My theory about this was that if they're too far away, the game doesn't like let them use the radio to talk to you. They just think they're too far away, so you won't hear them. Even though logically you would think they could use the radio to talk to you. So at some point in this recording, I would like to test if that still happens. Ooh, hello. I am going to investigate this. This is going to be our chap in here. By the way, I think I meant to mention earlier, I'm playing on easy just for partly for the sake of recording. I don't think this is our serial killer. I think this is the other person who can be around. Let's wedge him for now. If we wedge him in that room, he can't get out. So this is something you want to do. You want to always just having shit tons of wedges is such a good idea, because if a door is wedged, and I'm speaking purely from my experience based on the vanilla game, but in the vanilla game at least, if a door is wedged, they cannot get through. There's no way for them to go through that door. They will try, and then they will wander off. So essentially, this is a black hole now. They cannot get through that. We've been through that. The front door of the house is blocked, and now this is blocked as well. The only way to go, unless we remove the wedges, is this way. So let's continue investigating. Actually, I've had a thought. I'm going to explore the top of the house before I explore the bottom of the house. That seems dramatically logical. And I've just got so many wedges that I can get away with doing this, so why not? I think the game has plenty of atmosphere even without the music, to be honest. There's always just like background noises, and it's genuinely really useful to be able to hear. So assuming you don't know anything about this game, is that wedged? Oi guys, wedge, deploy wedge. There you go. Must have interrupted somehow. No, notice the security camera in the corner. That's a bit strange. And all these iron sights are new, by the way. The game used to just kind of do that, like that. Used to do that Fallout New Vegas iron sights thing, where the camera just zoomed in a bit, basically. Or am I thinking of Half-Life? I might be thinking of Half-Life. You know the old school first-person shooter where the camera just zooms in, like your eyeballs just zoom in. That's how you used to have iron sights, but. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in there, so I might gas it. Oh, for the sake of comparison, okay, blue, can you remove wedge? I know I just put it there a second ago, but trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. I'm not being unusually slow, to be honest. This is the sort of game where you want to be slow, so. Stack up on the door. I'm gonna get my blue camera out. This is the sniper camera, by the way. I think the sniper is borderline worthless on this level, but you know, sometimes you don't have a sniper at all. Red, come with me. Roger. Roger, roger. You know what would be nice in this game, because they're all dudes? What would be nice is more female cops to abuse their power. I genuinely would like to meme? Wow, that's a Freudian slip. I would genuinely like to mod this game to have different character types, because all having dudes is a bit boring, TBH. We could have all sorts of genders, all sorts of gender agendas. I didn't see anybody, so I think we're safe. Okay, you remove the wedge. Red, remove the wedge. I still have hardly ever played any other shooters like this, and I know they must exist, but oh, you can kind of see in the house. I thought this was just. I think there's something covering that window, but you can actually see through this one. Hello? Is there anybody in there? Okay, so you try the lock. Who leaves the fucking doors unlocked? Open gas and make entry. And you do the same, please. Whoops, 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 quickly. Oh. Did none of us... Oh, hello. Wow, I think I fucked up. None of us have gas masks, so we've all been affected by the gas. Interesting. So she's actually surrendered. I think on the normal difficulty she often doesn't. There's a lot of shit in here, isn't there? And there is. What is that smell? Oh hello, jeez! Don't give me a fucking heart attack like that, dude. I was just thinking. We seem to have got this place secured, and then you open that door, and I'm like, ooh! You're just as lucky I'm such a trained professional that I hardly ever shoot people. Oh shit! This gun's got 3. Easy, easier to shoot this old lady with. It's got 3 firing settings. Taxpayer dollars well spent. Anywho, one of the changes that the mod makes is apparently certain NPCs who are not well will actually react badly if you tase them. Like if you use a taser on someone who's got a heart condition, you could definitely potentially kill them. Now in this case she surrendered anyway, so I'm just gonna restrain her. You have to restrain everybody you find, everybody you don't shoot, that is. Oh shit! Oh, that's such a good feature. I think you manually report in. No, manually. You automatically report in when you restrain someone. That's such a good feature. What the fuck? That was so annoying in the original version. I like that, like, raincoat guy. Oh, jeez. Right. Oh, well, I guess no one's in here, so that's one room down. Yeah, but I guess you'd have to pepper spray her if she hadn't already surrendered. Deploy, investigate, mirror, cover. I love how the door's wide open and he's just like, no one in sight. Could you? I'm sure it'll be fine. Moving clear. I'm just mirroring while I'm waiting. I don't get the impression we're going to find anyone up here, so... you know, just for the sake of it, open, bang, and clear, because we're immune to flashbangs, so why not? So, the fact that we're immune to flashbangs but not gas is actually cool, because previously there didn't seem to be a lot of... Oh, okay, hang on, you gotta unlock it. Breach, bang, and clear. Thank you. Previously, there didn't seem to be a lot of functional difference between the 3 kind of grenades that you had. But now it does actually affect you as well. Ooh, hello. Later on, oh fucking hell, enemies would sometimes wear gas masks, I know that. But it didn't make a lot of sense that it never affected your guys until now, so... I'm sorry, imagine boning down and there's a big picture of Jesus frowning at you. Jesus Christ. Literally, Jesus Christ. I just said that and then realised what I was saying. Okay. You okay in here, ma'am? You alright? You doing okay? Okay. She's got those Elton John glasses. I always think of them as like Elton John glasses. Although my dad wears giant reading glasses too, so... make of that what you will. I'm going to take care of this guy now, actually. Open, breach, bang, and clear. Because he's right there, I'm going to breach. So, like, you ideally, if you have the resources to get away with it. Oh, they automatically remove the wedge. That's such a good feature. If you breach, you can potentially knock someone out if they're right next to the door and you do a breach, but even if they don't get knocked out, they will be stunned even more than just throwing a grenade in. So they're even more likely to surrender. Oh wow, he really did surrender instantly, wow. I'm gonna have to try playing this game with the fucking the fucking voice commands. Ah, oh, yeah. An accomplice, eh? So I'm in love with the fact that this game now reports things automatically. Like I still had to pick up the evidence, but that's still half as much effort. Mirror, please. You behaving yourself, or do we have to have the talk? I told you I didn't need a crosshair. Nothing to worry about, just the fucking murder house, don't worry about it. Oh, you can open and close and... Okay, so originally when you destroyed a door, you could no longer interact with it, and frankly that didn't feel intentional, it felt like a bug. Whoops, I'm always doing that, because the use key is the same as the shout key, I'm always accidentally shouting at people. And with the bonus now, you can also kind of look through into these now, that's kind of nice. You'd think logically you could stick your mirror through the... No, it doesn't, it's auto... Okay, never mind. How about open and clear? Oh, right, okay, we've we've entered a 4chaners natural habitat. Okay, everybody. Oh god, there's just like a toilet mat here? Oh jeez. Oh no, those sandwiches just been left lying around, they can't be in good condition. At least the cereal's in a box, you know. Okay, well our suspect, who we're still looking for, I believe, is... Yeah, he's down here somewhere. Along with our victim, presumably. Oh, there's like a big handprint on the wall. Not a fan of this. Not a fan. Oh, what was that? I think that was just like a visual texture bug, actually. I can't see anybody, but I don't... Oh, someone's talking. Melinda. Oh, she's talking. Well, better... But open, gas, and clear. No, 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 no. No. Deploy, open, bang, and clear. So I wonder... Oh, I'm going to test this, by the way. Let's see if we are immune to flashbangs. The game told me I am. Yeah, there I am. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Can write some essays about this place. Well, let's mirror for everybody. I assume there are different equipments, different helmets and shit that you can unlock for all the different grenades to be immune to them. I can't imagine you get a super helmet that makes you immune to everything. Deploy, open, bang, and clear. The problem is, right, because I know I'm immune to flashbangs, I'm just going to keep using them, so... Oh. Oops, I pressed caps lock by accident. Oh god, what the fuck is he? He's built like a fucking Great Escape tunnel under his house. Da, 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 da. Oh god, hello. Oh god, what's going on in here? Ugh. 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 I'm not sure what I like what we're gonna find in here. Hello, hello, mirror. There we go. Oh god, what the fuck is that? Oh, he's got a gun and a victim. Okay. I definitely don't like the implications of this room. We are going to breach, bang, and clear. I apologize in advance to the victim, but we're going to have to breach. Bringing order to chaos like a cringe policeman would. Banging now. Heads up, banging now. That's what I say before I make an entry. Ho-ho! Did you drop the flashbang in front of me? Get down, get down. Hey. Hey. Good work, team. That might have been perfect, actually. Is there anyone... am I forgetting something? Report status? Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure. So the only thing about the system now is now I'm not quite sure by what logic it reports people, whereas it was always manual before, whereas now it seems to sometimes auto-report them and sometimes not. It might be that she was the special... I think because she was an objective, we might have had to do it manually, but I'm not even sure of that. So, yeah. I don't feel the need to do another mission, to be honest, because this one took about twice. I was really taking my time with this one. And I have played a lot of this game on the channel before, but literally this is so cool. This is like such an interesting mod. The fact that they give you a lot of options while also potentially upping the challenge in a lot of ways is very interesting to me. You have all kinds of armor now. Like, I can't be bothered to read most of this, but I think it will make the frustrations of the game less frustrating, while also offering plenty of challenge if you want. If you want, you can beat this game on the elite mode, where you just can't make almost any mistakes, basically. Yeah, I strongly recommend. Obviously, it's a free mod. I managed to install it in like 10 minutes of just reading the instructions and it's just dropping a folder into the install directory. It's very simple. I'm probably the last person who cares to have discovered it. But yeah, SWAT 4 actually works properly now. It's got some great new features. It's pretty great. I apologize for being a police officer, but you know, no, nobody's perfect. It's our guilty pleasure, SWAT 4. SWAT 4, I did. Gay Station 64 is not associated with SWAT 4 and does not. Opinions of Gay Station 64 do not necessarily mirror the opinions of the SWAT 4 creators, etc., etc. Go play video games. Just enjoy life. And don't let the moral implications of your hobbies dwell on you too much, I suppose.
Welcome to the Riverside Training Facility.
Right, theoretically, we are now in the game.
I'll be observing your practice run from the catwalks and giving about our procedures.
Oh wow, look at all
I'm
this.
sure you've heard all
fucking...
of this before, but it never hurts.
I love
As
my
you know,
video game
training is
instincts
what
kicked
gives
in. I
SWAT
saw
the
just
edge
a
in the
big
field.
tanker
Take
of
advantage
compressed
of this facility
petroleum
to
and
test
thought, oh
out your
yeah,
weapons
I
and
bet I can
meet your
blow that
team.
up.
When you're
Oh,
ready to
it's
start,
spewing in a really
just go
cool way
through
though. That still feels really loud to me, but hopefully it isn't on your end. Oh, what? Who left all this compressed petroleum just lying around for some reckless hooligan to blow up? I've used so much ammo even in the limited time since I started doing this.
Police, get down now!